Okay, just I wanted you to do it before you actually start.
All right.
All right. Good
All
morning,
right.
everybody.
So good morning. Welcome all again. So what we're going to do today is kind of run through what we've done in the past. And by now you should all have your circle of fifths that we did in the past, right? The previous classes. This is our guide that we're going to use in order to be able to identify key signatures and be able to accompany warm-ups on scales and identify scales and identify what key a song is in. Aside from that, we will also practice the style in which that song is in by using this particular, the particular key that it corresponds to that song. So make sure you have this handy. Make sure you have a piece of paper, a blank piece of paper or a staff paper that's been provided on Schoology. There's a staff paper you can print out, or you can just write your own staff. Okay. All right. So if you take out the music from the packet that you guys have, we can run through some of the songs and identify those keys. Okay. So by now everyone should know where the notes are on the staff. Okay. And if you guys have questions on the notes on the staff or a particular chord, let me know. I will run through it again. But I will show you those as we go along. Okay. So let's turn our books, our music, into the song El Caballito. Now, if you look at El Caballito, you guys should have this piece of music. Everyone should have this because everybody's been in the class before. Look at the top left-hand corner after the time signature, and do you see how many flats or sharps do you see? And you can go ahead and unmute yourself, or you can type it in the chat. Either one will work. Look at El Caballito, and how many flats or sharps do you see in that song? Okay, so some will see 0, some will see 2 because you're in different instruments, right? So armonías, which is guitar, vihuelas, guitarrones, and violins, you guys will have 0, right? And the trumpets will see 2, all right? Excellent. So if you look at your circle of fifths, which key has 0 flats or sharps?
C.
Key of C. Very good. Excellent. And then if you're playing trumpet, you have 2 sharps. So which one of these has 2 sharps? Which key has 2 sharps?
D.
Key of D. Excellent. All right. So that means that trumpets, you guys are going to be playing your D major scale. Okay. We're going to do whole notes. So here's the pattern. Do you guys remember the pattern? The pattern for the scale, armonías, the pattern that you guys play in Roman numerals? It's okay if you forgot. I just need to know so that we can go over it again. Okay.
Like the 157, no?
Yes, that one.
157, 1457, and then 457, 1.
Correct. So this is what it should look like. Okay. This is your for your major scale armonías, guitars, and vihuelas. You should have these written down: the 1, 5, 7, 1, 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, and 1. Okay. Now, since we're in the key of C, what are the chords now? Okay. So what are the chords in the key of C? What's a 1?
C.
C. Very good. Excellent. What's a 5-7 in the key of C?
G7.
Yep. And then back to 1. Okay. What's a 4 in the key of C?
F.
F. All right. And then back to 5/7. 5/7 we said was
G7.
G7. Back to 4. 5/7 and then 1. Okay. All right. I hope everybody has this. Everybody should have this, these chords, right? Armonías. You should have these chords. A C, G7, C, F, G7, F, G7, C. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and play that. So violins, you guys are gonna be playing the C major scale, right? As I mentioned before, this is a great way to practice your fourth fingers, right? So C on the G, right? C. And then D, you're gonna use your fourth finger D, okay? And you wanna practice your vibratos as much as possible here during these exercises. C, D, E is gonna be 1, F natural, right? Not F sharp, F natural, G, A, okay? And then B, and then C natural. So really close together, okay? And again, this is the perfect time to practice your vibratos. Trumpets, okay? You guys are gonna be D major scale. You have 2 sharps, F sharp, okay, and C sharp, right? So you can start on the lower D, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. Now, also for trumpets, this is a great time to practice your vibratos. And you guys have the finger vibratos, right? We talked about. Okay, so you can use that, practice those vibratos. That's the style that we need to work on. Okay, El Caballito. Do you guys remember what style that song is in? What kind of mariachi style that song is, El Caballito? You guys remember that? What style is that? See who remembers. Okay. So a bolero, remember the boleros are all going to be like the downstrum. Right. So it's a son. Miriana, very good. Excellent. Miriana, son. It's a son. So that's the 3, 4, 6, 8 strumming pattern, right? Da, 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 da. That's the pattern. Okay. Now, if you remember how we did that, we went over this. Let's see here. The manicos. This is the strumming patterns, and don't forget this is all accessible for you guys on Schoology, right? The son jalisciense is right here. So this is the pattern that we're gonna play using these chords that we just discovered right now for this song. Okay. So we're starting on the 3, 4 and moving to the 6, 8. So trumpets, violins, you're playing two measures per note, 2 dotted half notes per note. Okay. All right. So I'll leave this up if you guys need to reference the style. We're starting here. Don't forget it's down strum. Okay. Down. The redoble. Down up. Right. Okay. And we're gonna do that for every single chord. Trumpets, you're just gonna play the D major scale whole notes, 2 dotted half notes. Violins, 2 dotted half notes. Violins, 4th finger. 1. Let's try that. 1 and 1, 2, 3. All right, that's good. Now let's hear some of you guys play this pattern. Anthony, can you go ahead and play this pattern for us, please? Oh, and sorry guys, I'm using this guitar because this one popped the string, so I have to use my other one. Sorry. All right, Anthony, want to give it a shot?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Then G7, right?
Yeah, you put it down.
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going, the whole thing.
Yeah. Wait.
You have the 4. You stop in the 4, and then 5 7, then 1.
Means
All right. So you got the right patterns. You got the right patterns. You got the chords very well done. So that's and this is one of the things that we want to practice, right? As when we're playing mariachis, identify the song, find out what key it's in. Okay. What are your primera, segunda, tercera, your 1 4 5 chords? Because if you refer back to the song, right, and you look at it, those are the chords that you're actually going to be playing, right? Look at the song. It's right there. There's a C followed by a G7, right? That's your 1, that's your 5, and that's your 1, and that's your 1 5. So most of these are going to have the 1 4 5 in the music. Now, let's see. Let's try somebody else. See who else can play for us. Let's see. Jasmine, go ahead. Give it a shot. Play the whole scale from C to all the way to the end. Okay. Let's hear the style. Whenever you're ready. Good. You did went up and down on the scale. Very nice. So yeah, the first time up, the F was a little bit off, but you fixed it after that. So that was good. Very nice. So you got the style. And you want to be on the redobles, right? Make sure you're lifting up on the redobles. The redoble would be the right. Right. So we want to make sure that we make that nice and clean. Okay, so just a little bit quicker on the strumming, and then how are we doing the strumming? In case you guys, in case you forget, if you're strumming and then you start feeling a little bit weird. So remember, one way you can practice is doing this, like like when you're turning the key or a doorknob, right? So you can practice like this, and that's your strumming pattern. You shouldn't move, your whole elbow or your arm, right? It's just right here. Okay, that's how it should be moving. Okay, very nice. Now, what happens here at the if you look at your music, if you have your music in front of you, which you all should, what happens at B, rehearsal B? Look at your music and see what's going on. So look at the at A and then compare that to rehearsal B.
Is there a key change?
Key change, absolutely. So you start off the song, if you're playing a concert pitch instrument, right? You will have no flats, no sharps. And what happens at B? What do you end up having there? It's a key change. What does it change to? Based on your circle of fifths and the number of flats or sharps in the section B, what key does it change to?
D.
One more time.
D.
You have two sharps?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I have one sharp.
G. Sorry,
G,
yeah.
one sharp. Yeah, key of G. All right, beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and let's write down the chord progression for the key of G. Okay. And we're using the same patterns, the 1, 5, 7, 1, 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, 1. Okay. And what are the chords? We're in the key of G now. So now 1 becomes G, and use that as your guide. Okay. So what would be so 1 is G. What does a 5, 7 become? D7. Very good. And your 4 chord would be a C. Good, Mia. Very good. Beautiful. All right. So I'll give you guys a minute to go ahead and write them down so you guys can and then so that would be for concert. So violins, guitars, guitarrones, you guys are in the key of G, which is 1 sharp, right? But what about trumpets? Trumpets, what do you guys have? How many sharps do you guys have?
3.
3 sharps. And based on the circle of fifths, which key has 3 sharps?
A.
Very good. So you guys will be playing your A major scale, okay? Violins will be playing G major scale, and the guitars, vihuelas, and guitarrones will be playing the G major scale. Now, for my guitarrones, the pattern, so we have the son pattern on the armonías, but the guitarrón, what I want you guys to play, you should be playing is the son pattern, right? If you're in the key of G, ooh, sorry, it's out of tune. The weather's been off. Let's tune it real quick. Okay, so you should guitarrones, you should be practicing the for the scales, right? It's 2 measures. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. So you remember the chords that you're playing are G, right? And then you playing triad. That's all you're doing. The G, B, D, right? And then the C chord, C, E, G. And then the D triad, D, F sharp, A, D, A. All right. So I'll go ahead and play the guitarrón this time around. Okay. Let's go ahead and try this one. This exercise now. Using the same pattern. Same strumming pattern. Trumpets, you guys are playing A major scale. Violins, G major scale. Armonías, the strumming pattern, the same tone pattern. Okay, 1. Here we go. And let's see what happened. Okay, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. All right. So let's see, who wants to try this key now? Let's see. Let's have Miriana. Miriana, go ahead and try the key of G for us. And you can just play it going up. You don't have to do it up and down. You can just do it going up. And you can start whenever you're ready. Miriana? Is Miriana here? Miriana. Maybe Miriana is not available right now. Okay. All right. Mariana. Okay. Mariana, go ahead and play it for us, please. The key of G. Right? Okay, start on G. Mariana. Not here either? Uh-oh, that's not good. Okay. All right. So Natalie, are you here? Or did we have, I'm not even sure if we lost connection. Can everybody hear me? Yeah? Okay. So I just wanted to make sure that we didn't lose connection here. Natalie. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay. All right, well, we got to move on. So, okay. Let's move on to another song, another different style. So that's one way to practice the son Jalisciense style, right? And then the same thing would apply for the song El Caporal, Son de la Negra. But let's do let's go to Tata Dios, because this one's a little bit different. And I know we kind of we've played this before, but I want to make sure that you guys understand this one's a little bit different because it's a huapango. Okay, and look how different the strumming is from the son Jalisciense to the huapango. Okay, so they're a little bit different. They both have a 3, 4, 6, 8 meter, but the strumming itself is different. Okay, so you start with a down strum, and the huapangos will be in minor keys. Okay, so it would be something like, and you lift your wrist, your hand, and then you do a roll. And the little circle that you guys see on the third note there is going to be a stop with this part of your palm. Okay, and you're going to do stop. So, and then you go down, up. That would be the last one for that measure. And then you do another stop at the 6, 8, redoble, stop, down, up. Okay. Okay. So let's work on that. So I'll give you the first one because we haven't done minor keys. We've done major keys in the circle of fifths. But if you notice that there are no flats, no sharps. There are no flats, no sharps on this song for Tata Dios. You would think is the key of C. But in this case, because it's a minor key, it would be A minor. Okay, the song would be A minor. So let's go ahead and do our chart. Okay, let's work on our chart. And
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
How do you know it's in a minor key?
How do you know it's in a minor key? If a song, okay, so for in this case, what you will see trumpets, what you will see is you will see in your case, your key has two sharps, right? So in your case, it's going to be this B minor, okay? If you look at the chart and that we went over, right? It has two sharps. So if it's not a D, sorry, over here. D is gonna be B minor. Now, in the song, you can see this note right here. This is your giveaway right there. The A sharp, the leading tone to B, right? So that's gonna be your giveaway that A sharp, after A sharp, you go half step up is B. So that's gonna be your big giveaway. Also, last note, what note is that? A B. Okay, so those are things to look for. Okay, in your song. Armonías, it's for you guys, it's not going to be that difficult because guess what? You have it at the beginning, A minor, right? So if you're in A minor would be 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and work on this. Let's A minor, and then you do the same thing. Okay, but instead of 1 being a capital, it's going to be a lowercase 1. Okay, the 4 is also a minor, and then the 5 is going to be a major. So 1, 5, 7, lowercase 1, 4, followed by 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, 1. Okay, so A minor, E7, okay, so what did you guys get? What is the 1, 4, and the 5?
One is A minor, 4 is D minor, and 5, 7 is D7.
Yes, excellent. Thank you. Beautiful. Sorry, excuse my writing. I know I write like a first grader, but it's okay. Hope you I can understand. Yeah. A minor, E7, A minor, D minor. Okay. So let's do that. Trompetas, B minor. So you can do B minor scale. Okay. 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 So you guys can go ahead. So here is for trumpets. Okay. You're doing this key signature. You're starting on B. Okay. All right. We're just gonna do a natural minor for this. Okay. And let's go ahead and try that out, and let's see how we do with the style. Okay. The Wapango style. Okay. So don't forget, first it's you bounce your wrist, rasgueo, the roll, the rasgueo. Okay. Apagón. You're down up strum. Okay. Apagón and redoble. Apagón, down up. Okay. All right, guys. Good luck. Let's go ahead and try that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. I forgot to tell you. Sorry, Frank. We're playing 2 measures for each note. Okay. So trumpets, violins, you guys are playing 2 measures for each note. Okay. Yeah, so we're doing it we're gonna do it in 3/4. So you just do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then change the next note. Okay. All right. 1 and 1, 2, 3. Switch notes. Okay. All right. So that's the idea for you to practice the guapangos. Okay. And you know the key that the song is in, and these are the chords that you will have in that song. So let's Mia, let's hear you play this guapango style.
Okay.
You just go. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. I can definitely hear the separation in the rhythm, and the apagones are really nice too. You can hear the stops. Okay. So be very careful that when you are playing this style and you're doing the guapango, to not stop like that, right? So when you're playing, that's a really sloppy technique. Okay. Okay, people do that, so don't stay away from that. Okay, you're doing the same strum and you're just stopping it with this palm of your hand. Okay, just like that. So just like you're hitting the strings and then stop. So don't do that. Don't lift up your hand and do nothing weird like that. Okay, good. We will be playing more guapango. So there's so many different styles, right, that we want to make sure that we're getting used to playing all these styles, and not only that, but in the proper keys, and understand them as well. Very, very nice. So is there anyone so far, is everyone okay? Let me know if you guys have any questions, anything that I should review or go back in. Is everyone comfortable with the strumming? Joanna? Jojo? Miriana, how are you doing with this guapango? Okay, thank you, Joanna. Okay, Joanna's comfortable with the strumming. Good. All right, Miriana, good. All right. So any questions on the chords, on how to place the chords on the frets? Is everyone comfortable with that as well? Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna review real quick for my guitarrón players this particular style, because this one is a little bit different than the sonor. So this one, you most of the time the guitarrón will play the triad of the chord. Okay. Okay. So this one goes 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so regardless of what huapango it is, you'll be playing the 1 and the 5. Okay, so A, E. So if it's in G, oh, let's sing another tune again. Okay, if it's in G, it's gonna go to D. Okay, if it's in C, it's gonna go to G. Okay, it's 1-5, 1-5. Okay, so but that's the style for the guitarrón on the huapango. All right, excellent. All right, and let's keep going to other keys. The only one that we're not let me see. Well, we can still do it just because it's a little bit different. This rules is a little bit different for the joropo because there's a lot of like boleros and joropos. They have a whole lot of different keys. But let's go with bolero first, just because we want to work on the strumming. So llorarás. Look at llorarás. Let's take a look at that. Okay. Now, look at the song at the very beginning of the song. What key are we in here? For llorarás. Key of D. Yes, correct. It has 2 sharps. Mediana, you got it right. 2 sharps. Okay. And then let's go ahead and use our patterns, okay? Key of D. 1. 1 is going to be D. What is your 5-7? A7. Very good. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. And what is your 4 chord in the key of D? Yes, G. All right. So you got it down. Very nice. So go ahead and fill in the chords. Okay. And if you are done, and as we go, I know as we practice more, you'll get more comfortable and you can be faster, get faster at it. Okay. All right. It should look something like this. Okay. How many of you guys got this? All right. How many of you guys got it right? Okay. And trumpets, what key are you in? Violins are in the key of D. Trumpets, you will be in what key?
E.
One more time.
E.
Yes, E, key of E, correct. You have 4 sharps, key of E. Okay. Key of E is very, it's cool because the second finger stays down. Okay. So second finger stays down. That's a pretty cool. That's one way of learning that when you're playing the E major scale, the second finger stays down the whole time. E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, and then you could go up to E with 1 and 2 as well. Okay, let's go ahead and play this one. Now this llorarás is a bolero, so the strumming is going to be different. Let's look at our cheat sheet here. Bolero, look at that. Down strums, right? That's our bolero, down strums. Now, there's a little bit, there's gonna have a little bit of an accent on some of those, okay? So let's say, okay, so this song was in D major. So, Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so on the second set of eighth notes, you want to get those accents. Accent on the first one, 1, 5, 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 1, 5, and 7. Make sure you put accents, okay, on 1, 5, and 7. And one of the, remember, I did mention this last time. One of the things that you can think about for this rhythm is the Finding Nemo scene, the Ring of Fire. Ooh, ah, 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 ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, 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 ooh, ah, right? It's good. The Ring of Fire. That's the one, okay? So if you think about that, you'll get this strumming pattern, okay? The Ring of Fire. Okay, so let's do this bolero, down strums. Oh yeah, and then the guitarrón for this particular section, in the key of D, D, okay, it's always the fifth, right? D goes to A, D, and then A, and then the second chord is going to be A7, and A, B, C, D, E, right? So A goes to E, and then D, A, and then G is going to go to G, A, B, C, D. G goes to D. Okay, and so on. All right, so here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and try this one. Let's play the bolero style. Evelyn, you forget that I have 3 kids. I watch Finding Nemo all the time. Like, I know every single scene. I can make a musical out of that. I'll talk to Miss Craig about it. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's go ahead and try this one. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Let's try one more time. Okay. Do it again. 1, 2, and this is. So it's one measure for each one. Okay. This is going to be one measure for each one because it's in 4/4 and it's a little bit slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay. So let's try 1, 2 and 1, 2, 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and switch. Okay. All right. That's the idea. So far, so based on the styles of mariachi that we have here. So look at all the ones that we have, right? We have the vals or ranchera valseada. We have the ranchera lenta. We have a corrido or a polka. We have bolero, son jalisciense, huapango. So which ones of these have we been over? Did we go over today? What styles do you remember that we've done so far? Anybody? You can go ahead and unmute yourself, or you can type it in the chat. What styles of mariachi did we go over today? Do we do any valses or rancheras valseadas, rancheras lentas? Which ones do we do? Do you remember any? Bolero? Yeah, we did a bolero. We just did a bolero right now. What else? What else did we go over? Huapango. Yes, Huapango and the son jalisciense, right? Huapango, son jalisciense. Very good. Excellent. So you guys remember that. Okay. So now that you guys have this with you, what can you how can you use this circle of fifths and apply it to mariachi? Warm-ups? Absolutely. Definitely warm-ups. What else can you use that for? Chord changes. Yes, change keys. Change your keys when perform. Absolutely, you can definitely use that. If you have a song in the key of G, and it says, you know what, the singer can play in that key. Let's change the keys, and then you just you can go ahead and find out how many sharps the new key is gonna have, right? And also what we've been doing is being able to identify what key the song is in. Right? Sometimes it's there's a lot of chords. I mean, there's a lot of keys, right? So it might be hard to start to memorize them at the beginning, but the more you practice, you'll get more comfortable with them, and you'll understand that when you see two sharps, in a song, it's the key of D, and so on, right? All right. Any questions? Anything that you guys have in mind before we wrap up? Everything good? All right, excellent. So let me go ahead and take roll real quick, and then you guys can be on your way. All right. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day.